This is an absurd story that's never been told. As with any decent story, it's educational. And it starts with defeat. I had just returned from a month-long surf trip with my family and was feeling quite good about my surfing. That was until my name and my reputation were dragged through the mud.
Nose Dodgers Anonymous takes aim at YouTuber Longboard sessions.
The Instagram account famous for shaming longboarders who don't get their toes fully off the nose strikes again.
I mean, Longboard Sessions has been putting surfing content out for almost 3 years. This was bound to happen.
Yeah, for sure, but Nose Dodgers is playing a dirty, dirty game here.
And just like that, my toes were exposed.
In the steep part of the wave, when you're in the pocket,
No.
that has to move either back or forward.
No.
There were some big questions rolling around in my mind. Like, is it that important to hang your toes off on a hang 5 or a hang 10?
Hang is literally in the phrase.
Do the longboard purists take boots into consideration? What is the ultimate goal of longboarding? Why do I even make these videos? Am I just a kook?
That was pretty funny though, right, Liam?
Yeah.
No!
No.
I had questions that I needed to be answered, but more importantly, I needed to get out of this funk, and I knew just what to do.
Let's do it.
First, I'm gonna dive headfirst into a rabbit hole of AI and see if the future can answer some of these deep surfing questions. Like, if the point of surfing is to have fun, why would someone get upset if I didn't hang all my toes off? Or, what do I do if a local demands priority because they live closer to the beach than me? Wow. That is by far the best answer I've ever seen to that question. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we'll come back to this later. Let's jump into step number 2. Challenge myself to try a brand new maneuver and put myself under pressure, and boy, did I have just the thing. The maneuver will be a quick 2 steps to the nose immediately after the pop-up. We'll talk more about this in a second. The pressure will be rolling 2 cameras at once for a single session. Nothing ups the pressure like the fear of surfing poorly after hiring 2 filmers. Manning camera number 2 is Brian Basich. Yes, he spells Brian with a Y, which is just plain wrong. But after seeing his demo reel, I figured I'd let that slide. And manning camera number 1, my 10-year-old son, Liam. I needed a filmer, he's saving up for an electric scooter, it's a win-win. We also always head to Turnstile after he films me, so it's a win-win-win.
Son, no son. You want a square table, you want a round table? You want this square table, you want that square table?
I want this square table.
How annoying am I?
That's so annoying.
With good waves in the forecast, the filmers scheduled, the maneuver set, all I had left to do was figure out how I'll actually perform this pop 2-step without ever having done it before.
I can't believe that I've never tried this before because in New Jersey, we have very steep and very fast waves. So for example, in New Jersey, you take off on a wave, you don't always have the time that you do in other places. And if I had this 2-step, quick step to the nose in my arsenal, I'd get way more nose rides. And I love nose rides, so why have I never done this before? Now, whenever I'm trying something completely new like this, I have to try it on land because I've never done this, not even once. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen here. Am I going to be popping up right onto the nose? Or am I gonna be popping up and then doing a 2-step to the nose? I think maybe both. So I'm not exactly sure, and that's what this is gonna tell me. Oh my gosh, I'm completely covered in wax. So, I think I've gathered some interesting information on this. Obviously, in this situation, your board actually has to be set up for the nose ride while you're prone. And it's just gonna be looking down the line. I'm angling hard. Up, and I'm up. Yeah, there ain't no bottom turning going on. So that is why we do this online practice. Because now I know that. This is gonna be such a good exercise because all the time in New Jersey, I'm in situations where from the pop, I wish I was already on the nose because I'm often popping in very critical positions right in the pocket. If I could pop right in the nose, that'd be great. It seems like I can't pop right onto the nose. I gotta take 2 steps. A pop up. Yeah, I don't see how. There's no way I can go from here all the way up to the nose. Even though I feel I've seen guys do that. Whew. And it's nice because just this stupid little thing, and already I'm excited again. You know what I mean? I'm excited to now go try something new, and sometimes that is all you need. Often with surfing or anything in life, you'll stagnate, and you gotta challenge yourself. You have to make your life not easy and get through it, and it reinvigorates passion often. However, I haven't tried it in the water yet, so maybe when I get in the water, all this will be trash and I won't even use any of this video.
It was the moment of truth. Yeah, that's about what I expected. As with anything in surfing, it's not easy, and this goes on for a while. Slowly but surely, I started to get better. I was setting it up a little better. I was actually getting to the nose, but look, major discrepancy. My toes are not off the nose, and nose dodgers is in my head. Which brings me to the question, should I care?
If someone gets upset because you didn't hang your toes during a hang 10 maneuver, it could be due to a variety of reasons. They might have a strong attachment to traditional surfing styles and maneuvers, or they might feel that certain techniques or aesthetics are integral to the authenticity or artistry of the sport. They might also believe that adhering to these standards enhances the overall experience and respect for the culture of surfing.
I had Nose Dodgers Anonymous in my head. I had that AI response in my head. I put all this pressure on this single session, and unexpectedly, it led me to do this. I actually did it on my first session, the 2-step quick to the nose. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh boy. So I did not finish that nose ride, but it's not really the point. I took purposeful practice combined with caring about hanging my toes off, at least a little bit, and I had an extremely successful session. You can take criticism and get all bent out of shape about it, or you could turn it into something good. So Nose Dodgers Anonymous, come at me, bro. You're just gonna help me improve. On that note, go follow his account because it is hilarious. And if he catches you nose dodging,
Don't be a little baby and get offended. Use that energy to improve your surfing.
And yes, getting better at surfing is not easy. And if you find yourself stuck in that beginner to intermediate phase, click on that video above my head and you will not be there for long.
There's a video floating above my head. Technology is getting out of control. Is it AI? Is it aliens? Does anyone else see the video? Am I the only one who sees this? Do you see it? I gotta go pick up my kids. I'm talking to myself on the beach. I'm supposed to pick up my kids in 20 minutes. I'm still doing it. I'm still talking to myself on the beach. Why am I doing it?